Omaha's news leader, chronicling the stories and people making a difference in our community. This is KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle.
Yeah, good morning and welcome to Chronicle. I'm Rob McCartney. Experts agree there are 4 basic necessities for survival: water, food, clothing, shelter. It's that last one we're talking about this morning: housing in the metro, specifically affordable housing for different communities. We've reported how a recent study showed there are about 20,000 dedicated affordable housing units in the city, but there are more than 98,000 households in need. That is a gap of 78,000. Well, for many, but not all, the dream is to own a house. So what's that cost? Well, here are some of the latest mortgage rates. In general, our example will be a $100,000 mortgage with 10% down. According to Bankrate.com, a 30-year fixed rate is almost 7.25%. Payment $785 a month. 15-year mortgage, nearly 6.5%. Payment $936. There are a lot of variables in these numbers, of course: credit scores, local fees, etc. So it could change, and also by the day. Outlook isn't too great if you're a family looking for a house to rent. A new analysis finds rent for 3-bedroom single-family homes jumped 19% year over year in Omaha for the second quarter. According to Rent-O-Meter, the average rent in the metro now running $1,949 a month. That's up from $1,638 this time last year. This may come as a shock, but we're not too far off from being the most expensive Midwest city. Ann Arbor, Michigan is the highest at $2,700 a month. Chicago's second, topping $2,500 a month. Minneapolis rounds out the top 3, just under $2,400 for a 3-bedroom home. Well, a chief financial analyst says the biggest contributor to inflation are so-called shelter costs, like rent, mortgage payments, and property taxes. He says the bad news is, while the housing market has already started to rebound, there hasn't been too much change.
So these hopes that the shelter component of the inflation barometers is somehow going to magically ease off and fix our inflation problems, I think that's going to prove to be wishful thinking.
Yeah, Greg McBride with Bankrate says the record low number of homes available plus high mortgage rates is keeping a floor under prices in most markets. Well, here in the metro, whether you're a homeowner, if you want to be one, there are resources available across the city. Now, for years, Habitat for Humanity of Omaha has been on the front line finding solutions. Mitch Strong here with us this morning is outreach coordinator for Habitat. Lacey Stunicka is a program director at Habitat. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you.
You know, the stats we just showed can be pretty dismaying for some folks. What are y'all seeing?
Really, the housing market in Omaha has changed dramatically, especially over the last 3 years. We have seen appraisal values go up tremendously. You know, a starter home in Omaha used to be about $125,000 to $150,000, dollars, and now we're seeing the market, you can't get anything under $200,000, $225,000. So we are helping the community prepare for home ownership through our counseling program, getting them mortgage ready and into homes.
Yeah, Mitch, what are they saying to you when you talk to homeowners? What are they saying about being affordable, being able to find someplace to live?
Well, it's hard. It's hard. I've been working in housing for the past few years,
Right.
First coming from a refugee resettlement to working to help everybody get into homes. And they're scared, they're nervous, because a lot of the families that I talk to are big families, families of 3 to 5 people. And for them to get a 1-bedroom apartment, which they can afford, they can't do that with a large family. So they're scared, they're nervous about what's gonna happen. But the thing is, at Habitat for Humanity Omaha, is that they think that we just give houses, things like that, but we want to help them. Whether we put them in a Habitat house or whether we put them on a house in an open market, we want to help them get homes for their family, which is very, very important.
So what if there is a family out there who sees this and they come to you? What's the first thing you say to them? I mean, how do they even start on this process?
I think the first thing we say is we're going to get you connected with somebody that will help you. And because this is something that we haven't done really in the past, where we have a new process on getting homes, and we know for sure that we are going to help them. Like I said, we want to help them. So anybody who does need that help, come talk to us, because we're there for you.
Yeah, Lacey, you got some programs.
Yeah, and so we've put all of our programming online, so people can access and fill out our eligibility form online anytime. Once they get through that eligibility, they meet with our counselors who start getting them mortgage ready. We want to make sure that they are successful, that they're ready, and then they have a choice. We have recently become a CDFI, so we are able to lend and expand our lending. So now when you come to Habitat, because we understand the transformational value of home ownership, we don't care if you live in a Habitat home. We'll help you whether it's getting into a Habitat home or a home on the open market. And we're able to provide a 2.625% interest rate, not only for Habitat homes, but also for open market.
Wow, that is stunning. That's
stunning,
dramatically, because especially since the numbers we saw earlier.
Yes.
So you talk about not just Habitat homes, because a lot of people hear Habitat, they think Jimmy Carter. Right, I mean, because he's out there all the time. They may think they have to wield a hammer. That's not the case anymore.
Yeah, so a lot of times you don't have to do that, but we still do have sweat equity as part of our model for our new build. So we do have families who go out and they contribute to building their own home, to their neighbor's home, and that is part of the community, that human connection of our program.
And talk about the sweat equity. Y'all broke ground on the Bluestem Prairie. I mean, that's at 52nd and Sorensen, the former Wintergreen site. How's that going? Is that going pretty well?
Yeah, it's very exciting. So we broke ground, we all celebrated, we have the streets in. I think what was so marked about Bluestem is there was only one way in and one way out. Now we have several connecting streets. We've purchased adjacent property. So our footprint in that area will help to contribute over 200 affordable housing.
Nice. And Mitch, as you mentioned, you were housing specialist for the Refugee Empowerment Center. You helped a lot of Afghanistan refugees come over. Your opinion, is this a need, the affordable housing need? Is it more critical for certain groups, or is this across the board for people?
No, it's across the board, and we put everybody in homes. It doesn't matter if they're from Afghanistan or Western Nebraska. You know, we're building over the next few years. We're going to be down in Sarpy County. You know, we work up in Washington County. So everybody goes into these homes, and a lot of people think that, well, you know, it's for a certain type of people, but it really isn't at Habitat for Humanity. We will help everybody. And like Lacey said, all they have to do is just go right online. And
you guys have a couple of restores. I mean, a lot of people may not know what a restore is. Tell me about that. What's its purpose?
So we have 2 restores, and it is an opportunity for people to shop for home maintenance items, paint. People can donate a lot of furniture, and it goes right into our mission. So it's expensive to build houses, and so we need all the contributions we can to make sure we can keep it affordable. And so all of our proceeds from our restore help go right back into the mission of home ownership.
I like it because it's also online. You can also order that or buy things online, pick them up later. Hey, here's the billion-dollar question for both of you. How do we solve the affordable housing crisis in the Metro? I know you guys both have opinions on it.
I think it takes everyone. That's the key piece. We all have to contribute, whether it is helping to stabilize property taxes, whether it is estate planning so homes can transfer to the next generation, whether it is protecting home ownership so investors quit coming in and buying all of our property. It takes everyone. And we need higher wages.
There you go. Mitch, what do you think?
I agree with Lacey. You know, it's everybody doing their job to help with affordable housing in the Metro and beyond. You know, we're like I said, that we have homes that we're going to be building pretty soon up in rural Nebraska, which to me is rural. Like you go outside in Washington County, but that's because there's jobs out there. And they can't put people into these jobs because there's no affordable housing for them. And so it's really, really important that we focus on affordable housing in the state of Nebraska. And I think that's what Habitat for Humanity does, especially with our advocacy program.
Right. I'm a big fan of what y'all are doing. I appreciate you guys coming in today. And well, of course, people can find you online too for all the programs available too. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, did you know one of the nation's oldest housing projects belongs to Omaha? Southside Terrace, taking a step toward redevelopment. First phase of construction starts around the new year, thanks to a $50 million grant from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Well, Chronicles' Alex McClune shows us the first phase of a long-awaited transformation.
The Omaha Housing Authority plans to raise 2 buildings and make use of this green space in order to build a 4-story, 92-unit apartment building, the first of 4 or 5 phases redeveloping Southside Terrace.
When you have different income structures living in that same community, it welcomes different business types, it welcomes different recreation options.
14 households occupy 16 units between these 2 buildings. The people inside are in the process of receiving temporary housing.
Relocation for every household can look different, and for some, one move can be permanent, or we can look at a temporary relocation and then a permanent move back.
In the new building, 68 of the 92 units are replacement units for residents who want to move back in. The rest will be market rate units. City officials crossing T's and dotting I's say feedback from residents will enhance the proposed building.
Other principles that we included, access to daylight, access to open space, fresh air, so we're incorporating balconies. We have some very large units that we're planning for.
City planners expect new branding for the area, which will be mostly owned by Brinsure and the Omaha Housing Authority and managed by a third party.
I think the mixed income component really is a game changer for this community and really any community that's undertaking transformation of what's traditionally been concentrated poverty.
The rest of the project incorporates affordable and market rate housing with homes and duplexes, planning to deliver 500 units by the end of June 2025.
An aggressive timeline for a complex built in the 1940s. Alex McClune, KETV News Watch 7.
And next on KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle, we're taking a look at the cost of renting, a plan to crack down on junk fees, and how a local group is providing critical housing for those with disabilities.